What's good, bro? I don't think I've ever really done too many videos where I just talk. Mostly rapping and shit, but I got a message today and I was supposed to deliver it. I done fucking seen myself deliver this video probably 5 times already in the last hour. Normally I try to fight these videos, but I can't fight it, so Spirit says to deliver this message. For my whole life, certain questions have led me to this journey, to this path that led me to be where I am at today. It all started when I was probably 5. I found out I was a foster kid. I was with my real parents till I was 3, supposedly. So I tried to remember, well, what the fuck were the first 3 years of my life like? And I always got to this state of darkness, and I could just never figure it out. Like, I just spawned at 5 years old. So ever since a young kid, I've been questioning my whole reality, because it hasn't been what people have told me. It hasn't been what I've seen with my own 2 eyes. Something's amiss. I've known that since 5 at least. Something's a real miss, bruh. Something's wrong with the world. So, next question I had. My mother went to church every Sunday she could. Only reason she didn't, because she was sick or in pain. Every day she read her damn Bible. Yet, on the way home from church, if we didn't go with her, sometimes climbing the stairs, she would fall off the stairs, bruh. And hit her rock, hit her head on a big ass boulder. So my life always questioned God. Who the fuck is God? Is God even fucking real? Because in the Bible they'll tell you he's all loving and all nurturing, whatever the fuck, and then they'll tell you he sent something to go kill some people. They'll tell you that he sent us on this earth to live a minute life of 60 to 100 years, maybe even 20. And after that, you're going to be judged to live an eternity in hell or heaven? After you put us in this evil-ass place and expected us to live righteous? Fuck that, and fuck a God. That's me, elementary, middle school. Fuck a God. It can't be. When moms died during the summer of middle school, she got a blood transfusion. God went out the window. There can't be a God. There can't be an all-loving God. That's bullshit, bruh. That nigga didn't do shit for moms. Every day she read the Bible. Went to church whenever she could. Put money in the tithes, even though we were broke as fuck. And there was no mercy. So this can't be real. So I always question, who the fuck is God and what the fuck is God? And why would God put us in this fucking situation and expect us to come out righteous in this unrighteous world? That makes no fucking sense. That's evil. God, you're a bitch if that's true. My nigga, what the fuck? What kind of shit is that? And they try to teach us the world is so peace and loving, and you're looking around, nigga, it's nothing but hate and death. What are you talking about? So I always question, who the fuck is God? Or what the fuck is God? She can't be the person in the Bible they're telling me about. That nigga's a joke, bro. That's a lie. You ever know when adults are lying to you, but you can't put your finger on it? Maybe because you don't have enough information? I felt like that my whole life. Like everybody's lying to me. 5th grade, elementary school. Everybody's bagging on Bush. Well, that's the dumbest person in the world. That's the dumbest president we've gotten. How the fuck is he so dumb and became president? Why the fuck would we put somebody dumb in such a powerful position? There has to be somebody more powerful than the president behind the president. Because what the fuck? Why would you put an idiot there? I always thought since 5th grade our president should be scientist, astrophysicist, something fucking smart, close to a genius who could solve our problems. But every time you look at it, it seems like our president's not really that bright. Then when you learn they're all from the same family, then you make, okay, that makes sense, because otherwise, what the fuck? You mean we hired 44 dumbasses? Out of all the 44 people, only one black person, half a black nigga at that, and still nothing. The world hasn't changed for the best or nothing. Something's wrong, bruh. Something's hella wrong. Always been minding my mind to find the goddamn answers. In high school, after mom's passed, hella drugs and alcohol. Depression. So, then the 12th grade year, I was a library helper, forgot what the fuck the title is, but I sat in the library most of the year, so I read books, and I was really interested in psychology books. How the mind works. How the fuck do we get into this position? Like, how can they take over the human mind so easily? In reading all these books, I started to find out how susceptible and how weak the human mind was. Then everything started to make sense. Okay. So they're controlling the mind. And once you realize that the mind controls reality, then it all starts to really, really, really click. Oh, okay. They've controlled our minds this whole time. That's how they controlled our reality. Because even as a little kid, I looked at this world and I wondered, what the fuck, bruh? Shit's not right at all. I could just tell and look and see shit's not right. I'm watching how people act and interact towards each other, and something's wrong. Something deep in my soul is telling me something's wrong here. So these questions I had as I looked at reality and felt and noticed things didn't match up with what motherfuckers was telling me. It led me to this point. And now, here I am in 2020, and I have to tell y'all that 2020 is about to be a powerful year and the beginning of an end. But man, a lot of people don't even have a basis of knowledge to even begin to understand what the fuck is going on. And so I have to give out that first and give y'all a little bit of a story about how I even got here and pieced all this knowledge together, so you can start looking at the world like, they telling me A and B, but A and B ain't adding up, so something's obviously wrong. Hold up, my phone's about to run out of memory, so I'll start another video. There you go. So, I left off with something's wrong with this world, bruh. I studied psychology, reading hella books, and I realized it's easy to manipulate the mind. To get someone to like you, it's easy as giving them your attention, and then you take their attention, you take your attention away. Give them some more of your attention, and then you take it away. And if you know how to read the signs that tell the person's interested in you or likes you, what you're going to do is create a craving, and then they're going to start craving you. And just like that, you can get someone to love you, fall in love, crave to be near you. It's such a fucked up technique, whatever you want to call it. That's why I try to avoid dealing with people, because I can manipulate people to get whatever I want. And it's so scandalous, sometimes it doesn't even make sense. But when you realize how weak the mind is, you understand how strong it is. And the strongest shit has the most simplest weakness. And once you peep that and know how to utilize it, you could fuck up the whole world, bruh. So, after finding out how weak the mind was, I had to figure out, well, how the fuck do I get my mind to not be so weak? How the fuck do I make sure I'm not being psychologically played with? Because the masters of this world are masters in psychology, science, math, everything. Everything we've only been given the basics, they've mastered. Anything we've only been getting the half truth, they know the whole truth, bro. So you have to understand that. So, graduate high school. Decided to be a musician. The day I decided to be a musician, not the day, but as I decided to be a musician, I started questioning, well, what kind of music I'm going to make. Because I don't fuck with club music. I don't fuck with ratchet shit. It's kind of irritating. Never fucked with that music. I like lyrical shit. So I decided I was going to be a lyrical rapper, but more than that, I wanted to help people. I wanted to somehow save the world with my music. That's what came to my mind. And the first thought was, nigga, what? How the fuck and why would you want to do such a thing? I hated the world in high school. And nigga, I hated it. I looked around and most people were fucking dumb and what they call sleep, bruh. And I was just like, god damn, bruh. I don't even know how I'm supposed to find a wife. Most of you bitches are dumb, bruh. I can't put no seed in you bitches. You can't raise my kid. You can't raise my daughter to be in leggings and shit, bruh. You don't see how the world is right now? Hell no. So I said, bruh, I gotta strengthen my mind somehow. So I had to start figuring out how to reverse all these evil-ass psychological tactics that have been used against us, especially black people. That's another question that I had in my life. I'll get to that later. Why the fuck is everybody shitting on black people? What the fuck are we? What the fuck did we do? But before that, I hope Corey, Bob found the book, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. He read me a passage in that book and things started to click. As a man thinketh, so he is. The whole book talks about how your thoughts design the character of who you are today, every thought you've ever had. Because those thoughts become habits. And those habits solidify into the person, the character you are. But those thoughts aren't necessarily your thoughts. Those negative thoughts, those weak thoughts aren't necessarily you. but they will make and shape your reality. Your thoughts make and shape your reality because they make and shape your character. They shape who you are. How you think is how you'll act. So if you're a nervous person in a scary situation, in a stressful situation, you're going to act scary. And because of that, you might lead to your own death. If your mind was strong and you were able to get out of it, you could lead yourself down the right path. As I started reading this book and it started correlating thoughts to your body, people who think about being sick all the time are the people that are sick. That was the first correlation I made. So when I read it in the book, that's when it was like, oh shit, this shit is real, nigga. What the fuck is a hypochondriac? Someone who thinks about getting sick so they make themselves sick? How the fuck do you do that unless the mind really controls some shit? That's how I knew, oh, this mind shit, it has some truth to it. That was before I got on YouTube and started looking at all this spirituality manifest shit. I was reading a goddamn book. And this nigga wrote that book back in the 18 something. So this nigga was like before the internet was even something really. This was something, even a thought probably. This nigga was talking about the mind. So that's what made me fuck with his approach. All these new agers, like, you're just getting this shit from the internet, bro. And you're just getting this shit from other niggas who've been regurgitating this shit. But back then, bro, he probably didn't have that too many people to really get this shit from. They didn't have too much communication. Nigga, in the 18 somethings, this nigga was born hella early in life. That's what I decided. I gotta change my thoughts, bro. And as I started to change my thoughts, reality around me started to change. I started to make more money. I started to be less stressed. I started to look at certain situations where I get angry, and it was just like, cool, whatever, fuck it. That's when I started to gain control of my mind. After that, that's when I really got into this whole manifesting thing and looking into that. And then I got into metaphysics. Metaphysics just tells you as above, so below, and that the world ain't even the world. That nigga, we're made of motherfucking light and vibration. So I thought, okay, that makes sense, but I want to make sure that I'm not fucking just reading in the pseudoscience. You know, that word was being thrown around. Oh, that's pseudoscience. Then I come across quantum physics. That's an actual science, nigga. There's actual science. You can be a quantum physician or whatever, a physicist. They're telling you that the whole world is just atoms. Protons and atoms, or whatever the fuck. Small vibrating. We're not matter. We're not really matter. We're just vibrating at such a slow rate that we appear solid. Okay. Now everything's starting to make sense. These people know that. They're in control of our minds, which control reality. So as long as they control our minds, they're corrupt. They're controlling reality. Got you. So it is some shit going on in this world that I ain't even know, bruh. Alright. So what's really, really going on then, bruh? And how deep does this shit get? Is there a God in this bullshit? Like, what the fuck? Start getting deeper into metaphysics, get deeper into quantum physics. What led to metaphysics and quantum physics was a question. Why are they shitting on black people? Why are my people being murdered? That's when I got into the whole, we was Kangs and shit, nigga. We are the original people of this earth. And I said, okay. Well, let me not just vibe with that because I'm black, and I would dig that. Original people of this earth. So, but the fuck happened? How did we get here? The Bible says we're in a war, not between flesh, but of principalities in higher places. I've heard a bunch about Anunnaki and Pleiadians, a bunch of shit, and this is where it all starts to click, 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 click. I don't ever listen to no one. I don't believe nobody. I was a foster kid in my childhood. I mean, what the fuck? I was a foster kid growing up. I told myself, your parents weren't able to love themselves, love each other, love you enough to stay together and raise you. You can't trust nobody in this world. That is my thought. That's how I think. That is the number one rule I live by. Is that at any second of any moment, anybody in your life will leave you and never come back. And that's why it's so easy for me to get unattached to people. Heartless MC is the reason, because sometimes I realize I be so caught up with myself, I don't even think about other people. At the same time, I am thinking about them. I'm trying to save the whole goddamn world, but I have to stay focused on myself. And people just slip by and go out of my life. But you know, 8 months by, we ain't text, but you ain't hit me either. And I was probably the last person to hit you. But that doesn't matter. What I started to realize was, there really is something going on in this world that nobody really understands. So, What is it with black people? There's something about black people, something about them. Are they the original people of this earth? Yeah, it seems like it. Our skin absorbs the sun. Why would God make you not be able to absorb the sun? I ain't against white people. I ain't for white people. I ain't for black people. I'm for the fucking truth. There is a difference between people, all people of this world. Black people and white people are not the same. We're not the fucking same. You guys burn in the fucking sun. We thrive in the sun. You need to pay attention to the sciences of your body. Melanin is something more powerful than people probably will ever realize. It absorbs the sun, stores the sun energy like a battery. Black people are literally walking solar panels. Understand that the color black absorbs sunlight. We're able to absorb the full spectrum of the sunlight and the vibrations it emits. You can understand this if you get all this knowledge and you put it together. It takes a lot of fucking shit. I'm just breaking it down to you the best I can. Black people are walking solar panels. We absorb the sun because of our melanin. We can store the energy like a battery. White people, you refract the sun. You're pushing away life's energy. So, in my studies, I also found out, why are white people dying when they become vegan? Because they refract light. If you study metaphysics and quantum physics, you'll understand the whole world is light and vibrations. Which means if you eat fruits and vegetables, which are pure light and vibration, all the spirituality people will tell you this. All of them know this. Most of them who are really into the studies, they'll tell you that. So, if your body refracts light and vibrations, you're not absorbing it to the full spectrum. So when you become vegan, you're not absorbing most of the fucking fruits and vegetables you're eating. Hence why you have to eat meat. Hence why the white people that really know what's up drink blood or eat the bloodiest steaks, bruh. Pay attention to reality. I don't just listen to this shit and then be like, oh, that must be true. I gotta fucking see it in reality. And when it plays out in my life, then I'll be like, oh, I've always wondered, why the fuck would you eat such a bloody steak? That is nasty, bruh. Ugh, it always just, I couldn't stand seeing blood in my food. But some people will eat that shit like it's nothing. Then you realize, oh, it's because you need it. You need the animal to break down the light and vibrations into an even denser form, a more physical matter, so you can absorb it. You can't absorb it any other way. Only those with melanin can absorb the full spectrum of light and vibration. That is why y'all are being fucked up with this veganism agenda. You need B12 to help break down the light and vibration from the fruits and vegetables. We can do it naturally. We have the melanin to store the energy. You're refracting that very life essence. I ain't saying this out of hate or nothing. I'm saying this out of just interest in knowledge and truth. And this is what I'm finding out, and I'm adding the pieces together. Black absorbs light. White refracts light. So hence, why are you being burned and murdered in the sun? Because you can't take the energy. Why are your elite people blocking the sun? Because they can't take the energy, because they're even closer to their unnatural form. Understand that. This whole war is natural versus unnatural. I don't know what the fuck happened, but the little history is that a species invaded our planet that wasn't supposed to be here. And I believe that, I don't know if it's the Anunnaki, the Pleiadians, or what the fuck ever, but some race, some entity came to this planet. Earth was supposed to be a tropical planet, sunlight, 365. Something came to this planet that couldn't survive in the sun and started destroying this world. And I can just take that and look at the world itself. Is there not a group of people that are going against nature right the fuck now? If the sun gives life to the plants and the trees and all that shit, why the fuck would we try to block it out? If God made the sun, why would the sun kill us? Why would the sun hurt us? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. If the sun was such a problem, every motherfucker in Africa or near the equator should be dead. Or damn near dead from sun cancer. Cancer from the sun. Or the UV rays, right? They seem to be living just fine. When they found us and said that we were unnatural, living in mounds and living in dirt, were we not just living in nature? When you live in a house like this, you're surrounded by fake wood, a bunch of plastic, metal, and then a bunch of electrical devices that are giving off electrical magnetic frequencies that are fucking with your sleep in every organ. That's unnatural. You don't even get the sun. You're barely getting the sun's energy now, and it's being fucked up with all this other waves of energy floating around. When you lived in dirt, supposedly, you got the magnetic power from the earth and the electric power from the sun, because it could seep through the dirt. It would be absorbed in the dirt. That's why we lived in dirt houses, clay houses. It wasn't because we were primitive. It was because we were natural people. It wasn't until you took us out of nature that we started coming up with diseases and shit, which makes you think, okay, so where did this people come from, and why are they so unnatural to the earth? You can't be an inhabitant of this earth, someone naturally born to this earth, but you can't take the environment? What the fuck? God made the sun. That's in the Bible. Why would God make the sun to kill his people? Think about that. If you really know, the whole Bible is an astrological story. Half truth, half shit. The sun is the main character. The sun is Jesus. So if the son is Jesus and he gave his son for the world, why is his son killing part of the world? Think about that. I ain't hating on white people. I just was researching a bunch of science and the different things, and shit started adding up and clicking, and it just started being like, oh damn. That's some shit. So, some of us, I ain't gonna say black people, we ain't even black, bitch. Fuck that word. I'm just using it because it's a lack of better terms right now, and I ain't about to be, we're African, I ain't about to be, we're Atlanteans, and I don't fucking know, nigga. I don't fucking know. I know that I am an original inhabitant of this earth. I can tell you that. I can tell you my genetics make it so I could take the sun. I can tell you that my hair defies gravity. It grows like a living plant. I can tell you some people on this earth, their hair wilts like a dead plant. I don't think my hair is dead protein. I think my protein's alive and well. There's something different about us, and they've lied. And what you gotta understand is, what I'm coming to understand is that white people love to say it. We're not our ancestors. You're right. We're not our ancestors. We're the children of our ancestors, and right now we're stuck in the middle of a war that we had no idea was going on. I ain't saying all white people are wrong. I'm saying your ancestors, I'm saying your entities or whatever the fuck they are that are in charge of this world right now, that created you, they're fucking the planet up. And they're using you and us to go against each other to keep us all blinded from what the fuck is really going on. That makes sense. Does it not? So I'm not saying y'all wrong. Some of y'all are probably with us. The ones who want to save the world itself, I believe, are righteous and deserve to live on the world. There is another thing on this earth that can't take the earth, the world. It can't take the sunlight. If you can't take the sunlight, you kind of don't deserve to live here. The sun is what gives us life. What are you talking about? So I think those beings that can't take the sun, it's white people out there that say they could take the sun all day. So I don't know, maybe they got souls. Maybe they did some righteous shit enough to get souls, to get some internal melanin, so they can survive in the sun. But most of these motherfuckers, the ones that are really in control of the world, can't take the sun. And they're trying to hide that bitch. So, that's where we're getting to. As a kid, one of my favorite shows growing up was Futurama. And I told myself this as a kid, elementary school. Nigga, you cannot die until you see the year 2020. Mainly because I thought we was going to have flying cars and kind of be like Futurama. I was ready for that. That shit was exciting. As I got into the world and realized 2012, 2015, 16, oh, we ain't about to have flying cars. We ain't about to have shit in 2020. Because this world still sucks now. But as I got into spirituality, I started realizing, Maybe I was into 2020 for a different reason. And once you start realizing all the shit that's going down in 2020, now I realize I think I was excited for 2020 because I knew something was going to happen in 2020. We're in a war between principalities, not flesh and blood. It's our higher selves and some other entity that's at war right now. And in the physical plane, most of it's just playing out. That's why it says that the world is a stage and everything is just characters and everything is set. Because everything is going on in the spirit realm. And it's just playing out and manifesting in this lower realm. I believe that we're just children in a war, in between a war. And we didn't know about this shit. There's a group fighting to save the planet. There's a group fighting to destroy the planet. They can't live in nature. They're unnatural to this planet. When they came to this planet, they destroyed nature. We don't do good in the cold. Black people, we don't do good in the motherfucking cold. Let you know that cold is not natural. Everything dies when it's cold. Why the fuck would God create that? All you gotta do is start thinking natural. Then you start realizing, oh wow, these motherfuckers do some unnatural shit. There's certain people who have to wear shades in the wintertime. Bruh, I lived around black people my whole life in Oakland, California. So when I moved to Sacramento these last 2 years, it's like, now I've really been seeing the world for what it is, bruh. Some of these people have to wear sunglasses in wintertime. There is no sun, so how the fuck is the light fucking with your eyes? Maybe, just maybe, you're not natural to this planet, bruh, because that don't make no fucking sense. So it's not our faults. We shouldn't be blamed for what our ancestors did, but you have to understand that we are our ancestors' children, and that war is still going on in heaven and space, whatever you want to call it. People are seeing the ships in the sky. 2020, this shit's about to pop the fuck off. You're seeing the ships in the sky. They've been fighting for us this whole time, trying to take back their planet. Yet they're trying to keep their planet unnatural. The colder it is, the more our ancients can't come back. That makes sense. We don't do good in the fucking cold. So, this is what's going on in 2020. Is that it's a war of nature against an unnatural force. That's it. It doesn't have to be black, white, none of that shit. It's simply nature versus the unnatural. There's natural beings of this earth that were here first, chilling, living, and something came down and started fucking shit up. You can look throughout history. Slavery killed the buffaloes, SARS, atomic bombs. You wanna know why we was probably fighting with spears and rocks, nigga? Cause we weren't trying to destroy the fucking earth, you dumbasses. Everything that they said we did was primitive, was natural, was not going against nature, was not harming nature. Now everything we do is harming nature. It's going against nature. It's killing us. Everything we do is killing us, nigga. Do y'all not get this shit? Going to work in your car is fucking killing us. Maybe we walked and rode horses for a fucking reason. Maybe we made anti-gravitational ships for a reason, made with crystals and rocks for a reason. But y'all don't really get this. This is the shit that they hid from you. But if you add all the pieces together, you can start to see it. We're not the same. We're different. I don't know if that means we can be unified or not. I don't think it does. I think we can. So I just feel like this war is nature versus the unnatural, righteous versus the unrighteous. There is something on this planet, in this realm, this dimension that doesn't belong here. And it's trying to keep us with it. But we have to overcome that. So in 2020, the world doesn't move by time. The world moves by cycles, energy cycles. 2020, we're in a special energy cycle. At the end of this year, supposedly, the planets will all align. That is something magnificent in itself. Within this year before that, a few other planets will align. And they're going to send massive energies to this earth. The unnatural beings of this planet cannot survive. That is why the spraying is being ramped the fuck up right now. That is why the distractions are being ramped the fuck up right now. Coronavirus? Australia is on fire. Let me tell y'all something about these certain cities that are going through hell right now. Their people were originally black. Australia was originally black people. They killed off most of the indigenous people and pushed the rest of them to the far outskirts of this planet. Black people absorb sunlight. We absorb the UV rays. If you were to destroy every living black person off this earth, the planet will be destroyed by the sun. So, in these places where a lot of shit is going on, it's because there's no more indigenous people. You killed them or you pushed them all away, and now you're wreaking the havoc. Mother Earth is taking revenge. She's doing what's only natural. Australia's burning up. Ain't no niggas to absorb the motherfucking sun rays. The sun is getting hotter, and it's only gonna get hotter. By the end of this year, it's gonna be the hottest it's ever been. In the middle of this year, it's gonna be the hottest it's ever been in history that they have told us. And they fear that because most of them are gonna die and be destroyed. Their technology won't be able to handle the sun. This is why everything is exploding right now and all the power is going out, because the sun is wiping that shit out. When we used Wi-Fi and shit, it was natural Wi-Fi from the earth. They're using something unnatural. Mother Earth is ridding herself of the parasites. And anyone similar to the parasite will also be ridded. So my people must get cleansed. You must change your thinking and your ways. Do not act like these people. We aren't these people. There's a reason we have rhythm. We move with the rhythm. We move with the universe. We are one with the harmonics of the world. We are the Schumann resonance. This is why we have so much rhythm. We are the children of Earth and the cosmos. We are. This is why we're so different from all other people. It took a lot of research to find this out and a lot of viewing of the world. I don't agree with anything unless it resonates with my soul and I see it play out in my reality. That's how I've always done it. I've always taken information. If it resonates with my soul, let me see it play out in reality. And now I watch these people burn. I watch these people wear sunglasses in winter. I look at their hair dye on their head. It can't grow like mine. It can't fucking defy gravity. Look into the science. Look into melanin. Look at the powers it does. Melanin makes you spiritual. Melanin gives you more emotion. This is why my people are so emotional. This is why most of these original white people are so unemotional. Let me tell y'all something real quick while I'm on this shit. So much information flowing in and out of my brain. I'm everywhere, but those who know what's up and those who are on the path will get it and be able to keep up. There's an original people of white people. They're called the elites. They don't give a fuck about most of you other white people. And this is why I tried not to use the term white people, or at least make it clear that I'm not really talking about all white people. I am in a sense because you guys are all genetically the same, so I don't really know if y'all can take the sun once it gets to the level it gets to. I hope so, because you're not all bad. But if not, bruh, at least you should know, because they're not telling you this shit. But the elite white people, the blue bloods, the ones that are still committing incest to this day to keep their bloodline pure, the ones that are 100% white with not a drop of black blood in their fucking veins, are the ones that are really against the world, and the really ones I'm speaking on. Those people, the queens and shit. The ones that live in England and shit, where them people apparently never see the sun. And that makes a lot of sense why. Every time I hear England, I talk about chemtrails and shit, England be like, nigga, we ain't seen the sun in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. How the fuck you ain't seen the sun in a month? How are y'all living out there? What the fuck? What is living in London, Europe, that can't take the sun to where y'all have to be chemtrailed 24/7? Holy shit. Think about that. Australia burning because they pushed the Aboriginal people out. China, Ebola, coronavirus. China used to be black. Just Google it, black Chinese people. They pushed those people to the mountains, out of their city. And now look what's going on. The whole world was originally all black. And in most of these places, the indigenous people were killed and then pushed out. And in those places right now, earthquakes, floods, fires, they're wiping out the unnatural people that aren't supposed to be there. And the natural ones that are too like the unnatural ones to tell the difference. Y'all gotta go too, apparently. This comes from the universe. This doesn't just come from me. I don't want to be right. I just want to know the truth. I don't want to be liked. I don't want to be famous. Never have. Even when I became a musician, it was always kind of a double-edged sword, the catch-22, because I never wanted to be famous. I just wanted to make music that could help somebody, make somebody happy, then sad, then just so we can be people. I love how music can take you through every emotional. I love that, and that's all I wanted to ever do. And as I started to find out how evil the music industry was, that also pushed me to find out, well, what's really going on? Music's so beautiful and can be so powerful, yet we're using it for evil. So once frequencies and all that came into play, it all started to make sense. Everything in this world is backwards and flipped upside down. They told you that. They told you this world is the devil. So that means that God is the devil and the devil is God. Everything was reversed, so you have to reverse it and inverse it. Flip it right side up to understand. Take your thoughts, 360 them bitches, because you've been looking at everything in the wrong motherfucking way. That's what discernment is. It wasn't just getting all this knowledge from YouTube and believing it. It was taking it, letting it sit in my mind, watch the world and watch it play out, and come to a discernment of what's really, really going on. I don't want no bullshit. I can tell you at the end of the day, most of us people, black, white, Asian, we're being controlled by another entity that wants to drain our energy. And I'm against that. And that is against nature. So I'm for nature. And anything that can't survive in nature, I'm sorry. And I'm not sorry, but it's time for you to get the fuck off the planet because y'all been fucking shit up. You can just look at reality and see that. If you can't look at reality and see that, I can't help you. I'm not here to help you. I'm only here to help those that want to be helped and that want to help. There is a war going on versus a natural being and an unnatural being in the most simplest aspects of it. You can tell they have to feed off fear. They have to feed off blood. That's unnatural. When we were in Africa near the equator, we weren't chasing gazelles to eat meat every day. You would eat fruits and fucking vegetables and just bask in the goddamn sun. The sun gives you vitamin D. Look it up. Most of us are dying because we're deficient because the sun isn't shining and giving the world the nutrients it needs. That's because another entity on this planet can't survive in the sun. It has to go. Why do you think some of these parts of the world are unnaturally cold? They have fake snow that doesn't even melt. You can light the snow on fire. What the fuck? Look this shit up. Pay attention to where all these major earthquakes and outbreaks are going. They're happening in places that were originally all black, and the indigenous people were murdered and pushed out. There's not enough melanin to absorb the energies of the earth and that are coming from the cosmos, so they're being destroyed. And the people in those places can't handle that energy. There's not enough of us to absorb the energy. They're being destroyed. And this sun is only going to heat up. We're not even in March. March is the true beginning of the year, nigga, when spring happens. Once the sun starts heating up, y'all gonna see. So, what can you do? What should you do? Go back to being as natural and as close to nature as possible. That's it. Quiet your mind. Think about all the distractions they got. Why are they want us focused on so many distractions? Why is it always fear in the news? They feed off fear. Know what's going on. I'm not saying it's a war against black people and white people. I'm not saying it's a war against black people and all the races. I'll tell you it's a war against original people and an unnatural being. And some of y'all were seated here to go against us unconsciously. Because I believe y'all have spirits too. And if the spirit knew, most of them wouldn't be for it. And they would go against it. think my video is still going. It just told me I'm about to reach my maximum file capacity. Let me end this. So in 2020, we're about to get full disclosure. As the earth heats up, as the sun heats up, as the planet becomes inhabitable for the true original people, the Anunnaki, whatever the fuck they are, we're about to see some shit. We're also going to see a fake alien invasion, so the people that are here that aren't supposed to be here can wrangle as many people on their ships as food sources, and they're going to try to run away. From what I'm told, they're not letting them get away. They're going to destroy them here because they fucked up shit all throughout the cosmos, but us on here on Earth sending out all this negative energy is fucking up everything in space. And that's why everyone, every galactic being that we don't have any idea about is like, nope, y'all have to go. Whatever this entity is. We, the original human beings and the people with souls that were able to gain souls, must be with nature and stay in the most natural state possible. What's going on in the world right now is the rise of the true people and the destruction of this fake system. Their shit can't last. Mother Nature, Mother Cosmos, the Father God, they've all had enough. They destroyed energy on the planet, and that energy took a few hundred years to be replenished. And now it's coming back. And as these planets start to align and this energy starts to hit the earth, you're gonna see it and feel it. How many of y'all ears ringing like a bitch out there? Yeah, you tapped in, huh? You already know what's up. Your ears ringing like a bitch, you know what's up. You singing 222-111-333-444-555-666-777-888-999, you know what's up. You know, you like, man, I know something going on. I may not know what, bruh, but I know something going on. Yeah, me too, nigga, and it took me a while to figure this shit out. And I only got still pieces, but I know a little bit. This is the truth. One, people are different. We're all different. Some of us are from different entities, races, dimensional beings, what the fuck ever. We're seated on this planet to go against the original people of this planet, so it's not 100% their fault. Well, I try not to blame them all, because that's kind of scandalous. It's like blaming all black people. Being scary. One nigga shot another nigga in Chicago, so they all evil. That ain't the case, but I'm just letting y'all know the sun is heating up and everything unnatural on this planet will not be able to survive. And as the months approach, as summer approaches, it's only going to get more and more. For those looking into the sky, you see it. You see them trying their hardest to block the sun, but you're still seeing another sun, and you're seeing fucking spaceships and orbs go around. Clouds that don't look like clouds, nigga. Like, sitting ships, like, shh. For those that are watching, we see it. Some of us weren't watchers, though. So we're here just to try to wake y'all up. Not really wake y'all up, but just get y'all to pay attention. Because if you're not paying attention, when shit hits the fan, you're going to send out a wave of fear and just become food for the enemy. That's why I got to give this shit out, so y'all don't become food for the enemy. Because I don't want y'all to be a part of this. Because the enemy has to be destroyed. Did y'all see that little orb fly up? That was crazy. Spirit led me to this, bruh. I just had to get this information out. Veganism isn't an agenda. You have to know who you are as people. We're all different. We're all different people. We're as different as breeds of dog. Get that shit together. It doesn't mean we can't unify and come together. And I think that's what the motherfucking entities don't want. Some of y'all can gain souls, spirits. There's a difference between souls and spirits. Souls are eternal. Spirits aren't. Spirits can die. And most of these spirits are mad that they're not souls or don't have a soul. So they're going against the souls. Soul, sun. Get it? Sun people, soul eater. It's all a wordplay game. It's spells that have been cast since you were born. Everything. Good morning. What are we mourning about? The fact that we live in this fake reality and die every day that we eat this fake ass food. Breathe this fucked up air, but no one really wants to question why are they spraying the sky? Why are they blocking the sun? The sun gives us life. Why can't you handle the sun? Because you're unnatural. what's going on in the world. And that's what's about to come full circle 2020. They can't hide the information no more, yet they're trying to. But it's getting out so rapidly, now they have to give massive distractions. World War III. Global pandemic. Get as many people dead, get as many people locked up as you can, because once the truth comes out and the people rise up, fuck, they can't do shit about it. They're gonna unleash every AI killer robot they got. But once the original people get their powers back and the other people rise and stand with them, they can't do shit. That's World War III. Which side will you be on? The side that gets taken out before the war even starts, just to be used as food sources and cattle? The people fighting for nature? Or the ones that believe the lies and will go against nature, fighting with Jesus Christ, or whoever they bring forth? Nigga, they gonna bring forth a fuck nigga to try to get y'all to fight against the original people, the original gods of the earth. That's what's going on. All these questions led to these answers. What the fuck is going on in this world? Why are we being treated different? Why am I seeing people not acting like people? Why do I think so righteous? And I get angry and sad when I see other people living and thinking so unrighteous. And I know in my heart of hearts, we're not supposed to be like that. We're not. And now I know why. Because we're not. We were led this way, trained this way, bred this way. By another entity that has no soul. It can't love. It is just supposed to live as long as it can, have as much power as it can. And there's a lot of people on this earth that fit that description. The most powerful people in this world are trying to block out the sun. Y'all niggas is so unnatural. The most powerful people that are creating this technology are draining Mother Earth of her oil, her blood. Y'all are unnatural. Y'all are building the tallest, the highest skyscrapers. Unnatural. Going to war, dropping bombs, killing the earth. Unnatural. Niggas was flying through helicopters shooting camels because the camels were drinking up all the water. Unnatural. That is unheard of. That is sick. You people gotta go. Whatever you are. I ain't gonna put no label on it because all their labels are fuck shit. Black means white and white means black. What the fuck? You don't even know the words you're using, bro. We don't know the words we're using. So, motherfuck the system. That's what I'm telling y'all. What is the system? Every lie you've ever been told in your motherfucking life, you better start switching things and seeing them in reverse, and then shit'll start making sense. God gave us the fruit of knowledge because the devil wanted us to be slaves in his fake ass Garden of Eden. Huh. Y'all better see the truth of what's really going on. We have to get back to nature in 2020. If you can't follow your intuition, you're not going to know where to go. You're not going to know what substances to buy, what herbs to get when this shit hits the fan. You're not going to know who the fuck to trust. It's going to be aliens and Jesus in the sky. You got to choose. Aliens ain't shit but alive. So what's the truth? Jesus ain't nothing but Lucifer. So what's the truth? Is Lucifer evil? Who really knows? Pay attention to the world and start to see it for what it really is. We're not all the same people. Doesn't mean we can't be united. But we have to understand we're not all the same people. We don't have the same genetics. We're not supposed to eat the same food. We don't have the same dietary issues. Whatever. We can't survive in the same climate. White people will go out in shorts and tank tops in the snow. Black people ain't fucking with that shit. Why? It's not just because we originated in Africa. Another thing. Africa. Egypt is in Africa. But they'll tell you it's in the Middle East. Why are they trying to keep Africa and Egypt away from each other? Why they don't want the black people of America to know that most of them were born in America and that they are Indian or something else? It's so easy once you really start to pay attention. Ask the right questions. this world is all a lie. So what's the truth? Who's lying to me? If the world is upside down and reversed, then everything they're telling me is a lie. Then the lies are truth. The conspiracies are more truer than the news they give you. They told you for years aliens may exist, maybe they don't. Now they're telling you they're creating a space force. What are you getting ready to fight against? You didn't just find out about these motherfuckers. You ain't just put this space force together. We all know they moved 10 years ahead of us. What the fuck? What have we been seeing in the sky? There's a war going on. You're in the middle of it. You gotta ask yourself, deep within yourself, which motherfucking side are you on? Right now, most of us are just caught in the middle. We're just gonna get swept away. So, 4444. It's 44 minutes and 44 seconds. I tell you how many times I done see these double, triple, and quadruple numbers pop up, nigga. This is all throughout the video. But yeah, something told me to tell. Just explain myself a little bit. How I even came to be who I am and what I am. Most of this knowledge I didn't even post about. I didn't even post about this whole black and white thing. Because I was just like, I don't want to cause separation. I don't want to be speaking on pseudoscience. But no, at this point in life, the pseudoscience is more science than fucking science. Add the pseudoscience with the science, then you get the whole truth. But not the whole truth. Never the whole truth. We're not going to get that just yet, but it's coming. You can start to see it more and more. There's hella shit going on in this world, bruh. It's scandalous. I just want the truth. I just want to know, how do I help for the better of the world? That's it. Not for the better of myself, not for more money, power, fame, fuck all that bullshit, bitch. How do we make the best of the best for the world? Because I've said it before, if everybody could live their best life and put their fucking skills to the best of the best, we could have the best shit. But for some reason, something in this world is keeping us from that. Something is putting poison in our food, poison in our air, blocking out our sun to keep us from reaching our full potential. Bitch, why? Because we really have some type of superpowers, and if we get charged up by the sun, my nigga, and we not eating meat, my nigga, we get to tap into a spiritual realm? Is this shit fake, or it seems to be adding up? Why are they blocking the sun? Why are they poisoning the food? Why can't they survive in the sun? What the fuck happened there? Why would God make that? Unless it's all just natural, good and evil. It's all just a course to be played out. When the universe created, when Mother Earth came, Mother Cosmos, Father God, when they all came into existence, there was another entity, an evil one, that had to come because it was balanced. But that balance kind of shifted out of control. Why? Because back when we had our power to the fullest, there were some niggas who was doing shit they weren't supposed to be doing. Genetically modifying things, creating things that was going against nature, and we told them, don't do that shit, don't create that shit. Your creation is going to overthrow you and rule the world, because they don't have souls. They're not going to be able to live along with nature. They're not going to be able to survive in this world. They're going to go against it eventually. You won't be able to maintain them. We told them this. Push them out of Egypt. Push them out of Kemet. Push them out of Atlantis. Push them out of Sumeria. All these niggas came together and created exactly what we told them not to. And exactly what we told them, exactly what we put out on the motherfucking walls of every pyramid all over the world. There's pyramids all over the world. We warned y'all. They just tried to hide it. But what we knew was that they won't be able to hide the energy. They won't be able to hide all of these pyramids. Why the fuck do you think we made them in earth on earth, nigga? So they could survive. Skyscrapers can't survive as long as pyramids, bruh. We were smarter than y'all ever thought. We weren't primitive. The fuck? Something unnatural came down from somewhere. Some niggas gave power in bodies to this spirit. This spirit wasn't able to touch this earth because it didn't have a physical body. So they created a vessel for it. These vessels don't have souls. They're being powered by a spirit, a lesser soul that is finite. And these finite souls are pissed off at the ones that live on forever for creating them, and for enslaving them, and for pushing them away. We tried everything to keep them away because we knew we weren't ever going to be able to live together because we're two different things. But hard-headed niggas had to be hard-headed niggas. And when hard-headed niggas have magical powers, they do dumb shit. And here we are today. Why did we fall? How did we fall? Because niggas with just as much power with us went against us. Same thing as when a motherfucker creates a nuclear plant and that motherfucker blows up and destroys the whole city and half the world. The same shit happened. Except we were using crystals and other magical, natural shit. But we created something unnatural and it blew up and fucked over half the goddamn world. It has taken hundreds and thousands of energy cycles to get the energy right. And now it's about to get back to the order it should be in. And there's nothing they can do about it but try to prolong the bullshit that they're pushing. And that's it. That is it. That's what's going on right the fuck now. Every second. So, ask yourself who you really are and what side you're really on and get the fuck ready because it's coming. All the peace, love, and unity shit, it's not all nice. It ain't all nice. There's some fucked up shit going on in the world and we all can't be peaceful and unified. There's pedophiles killing kids, drinking their blood. We're not unifying with them. We're not giving them no compassion or no love. You're getting completely erased off the planet and the cosmos. There is nothing peace and love about it. Some people want to avoid the war. They're stuck in the peace and love and shit. Nah, I feel it. But at one point in time, you gotta say, hey, bruh, the fuck? Ain't no peace and love gonna get this thing off the earth. The energy waves will kill most of them, but the ones that survive are going to wage all-out war. And with your powers, you're going to have to fight. Fight for nature, fight against it. Some are going to choose to fight against it because they're against it, naturally. So what the fuck else would you do? You're not going to want to go. So you're going to try to live longer. So for those who choose that side, I get it. But fuck that and fuck you. Fuck this money, fuck this fake ass cold weather, fuck they system, fuck they taxes, fuck they poison, fuck that shit, fuck all that shit, fuck they fake food, fuck all they lies, fuck for the fact that they're keeping us from our true powers, fuck that shit. So anything and everything unnatural has to go and will go. Mother Nature, Mother Cosmos, the God just told me to relay this message. And clean yourself up, nigga, because you know it's time. I've been fucking up myself. You see me? I'm ignorant myself. I'm still a human in this body, but I'm supposed to be a soul and acting godly. But the devil got me. But the devil's really God, and God is... Do you not see? All sleep sheep led to the slaughterhouse. All sheep, wolves, and clothes don't even know it. Sharp fangs numb down. So, Mother Nature says, get ready for this shit. As the sun heats the fuck up, they can't hide from the energy. You better get right. You better get right. Because I'm tired of this bullshit. These niggas been through too much. They killed too many of my sons and my daughters. I ain't having it no more. They could try to hide it all they want. They went against the woman for so long to hide the great mother. Mama's pissed. Mama's coming to whoop some ass. You think you could kill a mother's child and not get no retaliation? Ain't no peace and love coming, people. That's after the destruction. And you're seeing the destruction now. The fires, the earthquakes, there's so much shit going on. They're not even telling you all that's going on. They don't want to. They're trying to hide it. But there's shit going on all over the world. And one thing I've noticed is it's more the unnatural people than the natural. All the natural disasters, all the natural shit that's fucking up the world is fucking up parts of the world that were majority indigenous people, and they were wiped out. I wonder why. I wonder why. You've hurt my people for so long, and some of y'all still don't want to accept it. You still don't want to accept it and still look down on us, but you know the truth in your soul is soul. It's your time. Either accept it or face judgment. But for those that don't want to, those that are going against nature, those that will just side with the unrighteous, you will feel every bit of her wrath, and there is nothing I can do about it but say, damn. And just watch y'all motherfuckers burn and be blasted off this earth with not a single bit of remorse or happiness. I ain't gonna be happy to see y'all gone. I ain't gonna be happy to see y'all die. I ain't gonna be sad to see y'all die. I'ma just be ready for the earth to get back to the fucking position it was supposed to be on. We're supposed to ascend and ascend and ascend and ascend and progress. And they've stopped that progression, but you've only built the energy up so much that it's about to explode, and you thought you had another 100 years, but you don't, you dumb bitch. You unnatural beings on this earth that have destroyed the people, seeded the planet with other people, lied to your people, made your people face such a destruction. You're going to get it. The righteous ones, your righteous people, will be saved from the slaughter. Something will happen to them because of you. But they won't feel the wrath like you will feel the wrath. And you know who you truly are. Those that look down on the original people, y'all are gonna face a wrath like no other. And some of y'all, it's not y'all fault, but it just has to be. And some of my brothers and sisters are gonna face the same goddamn wrath because of it. Because of their ignorance. And that's fucking sad. That I am sad about. And I hope that with this video and the ones I've posted that I've helped at least one see what I see. Because I got brothers that I know don't know not a goddamn thing about what's going on and will probably think a nigga went crazy. But I've been crazy since I was born, and I realized that something was fucked up in my reality. A foster kid that couldn't trust nothing in this motherfucking world. All lies. Everybody was lying to me. Every adult had a secret to hide, and I just wanted to know, bitch, why? What are you trying to hide from me? And now I see it's even more deep than ever, bitch. You're trying to hide my godliness, my powers, the fact that this earth was my home. You can't even survive on this planet yet. You want to claim it? How the fuck? And then they gonna tell me, oh, you're just spitting that pseudoscience shit. Oh, black people, this, pull up your bootstraps. And they gonna act like this shit's not right in front of their eyes. You're part of the problem. You are the problem. Fuck you and adios, sayonara, motherfucker. You're going as well. What the fuck? A lot of us are fucking blind, bro. We don't see what the fuck is going on, bro. This shit's fucking sad and madness, bro. Y'all better peep this shit. Mother Earth, Mother Cosmos, the God is all pissed. The Trinity is pissed at y'all niggas. And they gonna fuck shit up and cleanse this motherfucking earth. The ones that seem the craziest, talking about the craziest shit, seems to be the ones with the right information. The ones that are saying are living in this insanity, and they're going numb to it. They're being destroyed by it because they either are scared to see the truth, or they just don't motherfucking want to. They want some more pussy, the more Nikes, and another video game. I get it, my nigga. I still want it myself. I still to this day want it all myself. But I see it ain't all worth it. It ain't all worth it. I knew it was something more worth than what they was telling me. That's what I did know in my heart of hearts. I was like, bitch, y'all ain't giving me everything I'm worth. There's no way God put me on this earth to suffer this bullshit and then to suffer in eternity. Nope. The truth is hidden, it's hidden, it's hidden. In the book of Enoch will tell you a little bit. It tells you that, nigga, God's gonna save the righteous, but he will kill the unrighteous. And the unrighteous were already deemed to burn in the flames of hell since they decided to take over this earth. That they only had a few hundred years. For whatever reason they had those few hundred years, whether it was they had the energy cycle to get right or whatever reason, we just had to go through what we had to go through. And I feel much better with that than knowing nigga just put me through this shit just as a test. This just had to play out like it played out. They fucked our energy over so much it took a few hundred years to get it back. But now it's back. You could see it, you could feel it. And you're not watching the skies, you're not feeling this shit, bruh. You missing out on something great. I don't know shit. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know even if all this shit is true. But I could tell you in my heart of hearts and my soul of soul, I feel like some of this is hella true. And what I've seen with my eyes, this world is for sure not what they told me it was. I can tell you that. So, fuck my peoples. It's time not to get woke, not to wake. It's time to pay attention to reality and what the fuck is really going on. Because it is not what you've been told at all. Not a slight bit or half. You got more information, you part of the spirit family, it's time to link up. You already know. Mother Nature has been telling me, nigga, you've been so quiet, you've been holding your tongue back for so long, you've been posting shit, but you ain't been posting what you're supposed to be. From now on, the tongue is just gonna be relentless. No more holding back, bruh, because this year is the year, bruh. Shit's happening. Have you not seen it, bruh? It's good. You gonna see it. This gonna be my last video for about a week or something. Niggas gotta go into the deep meditations to really see what's going on, to bring y'all the truth. I ain't here to bring y'all no fucking lies. I don't want to be the next spiritual guru on YouTube. Half these niggas keep spitting regurgitated bullshit. Half these niggas is lying. Half these niggas don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So it took a lot of discernment and a lot of weaving out and weaving through the bullshit. And I realize people don't do it because the words that some of these people spit are so beautiful and warming, and we ain't got shit in this world. So we cling on to that spirituality, happiness, but some of that is just to lead you straight to another motherfucking trap. And that shit is scandalous. That shit is scandalous because some people on this earth really, really, really just want to live a peaceful, loving life, and we keep getting fucked and fucked and fucked and fucked and fucked at every fucking turn. And that's why Mother Nature, Mother Cosmos, the God of the gods said, my nigga Onaji, what do you want to do when you get down to that earth? And my stupid ass said, I want to fucking save it. I want to help wake up as many people as I can when the time is right. And god damn it, my whole life has been prepping me for that shit for this very moment, and I've been trying my hardest not to. Cause this shit seems weird and crazy. But then I look at reality and I be like, oh no, reality's weird and crazy. Y'all normal niggas ain't normal. You don't see what's going on? Oh fuck no, I don't want to be a part of it. We know, nigga, we told you that. You told us that. So stop being a part of it. That's what Jesus said, being of the world, but not of the world or in the world, what the fuck ever, nigga. Means, yeah, you in that bitch, but don't be in that and with them bitches, cause they is on some other shit. They aren't natural. They gonna swoop you on the mothership and drain your fucking energy. Some of these niggas is channeling bullshit. Don't listen to everybody. The fuck? Use discernment, bruh. The entities are higher dimensional. You don't think they could tap into your mind, nigga? Not everybody channeling this channeling shit good, nigga. Mixing the same truth with the bullshit. So you got to use discernment. If you don't, nigga, you fucked. Let your antennas grow. You could download what the fuck's going on from the cosmos. Let your feet touch the ground so you can upload what's going on throughout the whole world. We were tapped in. We were tapped in. The fuck? Nikola Tesla, wireless Wi-Fi spanning the whole globe, nigga. We were tapped in like that times 100 billion. They destroyed the towers, destroyed Mother Earth, caused the Ice Age, froze up the energy, and made everything start vibrating even slower, so it became more physical. Duh. Add up the pieces and it all starts to make sense. Shit. But they don't give you the right pieces. And so that's why I be like, fuck most of these spiritual niggas. I have to look deep for these other niggas with no views, 100 views, speaking this Anunnaki shit and that they get from meditating. Then you start to get the truth. Then you start to get a little bit. Even them, though, will lead you the wrong way. So you have to discern. Always discern the information you're getting. Because every human being on this earth is lying to you in some way or fashion, and most of them don't even know it. Even I myself am being led to lie to you in some way, which is why I beg you to discern with this information. Most people won't ask that of you. They'll give you some bullshit and let it be, and they'll feed you that shit. Most of these niggas put out daily videos spitting the same shit, but don't give you any information or any way to lead you, and then charge you a fucking shitload to have them speak more bullshit to you, or speak more shit that they got from the internet, that they didn't ask their inner selves really what the fuck's really going on. Because most people won't tell you. They keep spitting this peace and love shit, but black people still getting their asses beat in the streets, murdered like a motherfucker. And nobody will say why, what's really going on, or why other people burn in the sun, or what's really going on, nigga. Because we all not the same. We all don't come from the same dimension, star system, planet, nigga. What the fuck you want to call it, my G? So, that's what's going on. For those that don't know, for those that are being led to lies, that are still searching for the truth because they know the shit that they're hearing is only half truth, but they ain't got nothing else to rely on. It's good, I'm with you. But I can at least discern from some of the bullshit, because I'm just a hood nigga, and I know how to move through the streets, how to move through the bullshit, know how to talk, because I had to live that motherfucking life. Most people don't know shit about me, because I learned how to. Alright. Leave it at that for now. Maximum file size reached. That's what's going on, bruh. This world is fucked, and we gotta wake the fuck up, for lack of better terms.